Welcome back to Occultists Anonymous. This is episode 37, the second one on Twitch, also the first one on Twitch. So, hi. So yeah,
time is strange.
Yes, time is strange. Blame it on Wyrd. Quick shout out, by the way, to our Discord. I didn't mention them last time, but yeah, if you guys want to hang out and chat and talk about stuff after the show, we have a Discord. It is I'm hoping one of those lovely folks who are in our Discord will post a link down into the chat, and maybe Travis can help them out with that. But yeah, if you're on YouTube, it's down in the description. Come by, hang out in Discord. We have a great community. It's fun to chat and hang out, and we hear all about the theories of what you guys thought was going to happen with Mammon, which has been so fun to read. I am loving my popcorn emoji. Come hang out on that. This show is sponsored by Roll20, powered by the Roll20 engine, I guess, maybe. Anyways, and then viewers like you. So all those folks who like, subscribe, share, we greatly appreciate it.
Join us on Twitch now.
And follow us on the Onyx path. That stuff kind of makes us feel really cool, especially since we are a bunch of nerds just playing.
Don't tell them.
Yeah, I know. They'll figure it out. And then, of course, our lovely patrons who support us monetarily. We greatly appreciate your guys' support. Thank you to, and I'm going to do it backwards this time, Thomas, Schmitty, Brian, Perry, Noba, Michael, Cat Feathers, Josh, James, Danny, I missed one. They're there. Claire, Brandon, and Alexander. It helps when I scroll down. Thank you guys for your financial support. We really appreciate it. When we last left, the Cabal had searched out Mammon and found that he was gone. Checked his apartment. There was a doppelganger body set to be burnt in a house fire. Wyrd performed some post-cognition to figure out what the hell happened here. Shared it with Songbird, and they decided, all right, fuck that Mammon guy. We gotta get this cleaned up. Called up Shodell, the Herald of the Concilium, and a guardian of the Veil, who very quickly said, yeah, that's a problem. Got the Cabal back together, or the other members of the Cabal, and excised any connections that could possibly be used by Mammon to harm them or manipulate them. Very, very dangerous stuff when you have a warlock on the loose.
Mammon wasn't even a good bird, so he didn't even fit in.
Yeah, he was. What was it? The
magpie.
Magpie. That's right. Thank you for following along with that crazy stuff. And now we pick up with Wyrd, who snuck out of the house yet again, and is down in an abandoned subway tunnel that she's kind of claimed, or subway station, and has kind of claimed as her own safe place. She's kind of locked it up and given it some kind of barriers and protections. Songbird and Atratus are still back at their home. Atratus is apparently still in her own soul. Maybe she'll wake up today. We'll find out later. So we pick up
there was a lot of stuff to unpack in there. She might be a little while.
Yeah, that's very true. If you missed episode 35,
mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, if you missed 35, that's a good one to go back to. Yeah, and if you're watching this on Twitch, hey guys, YouTube, go check it out. We have all the backlog, so it's not like Critical Role Season 1 where you just have to figure it out. We actually have the backlog. You can go see what happened. And that is our one call out on Critical Role today.
You can't use that for me.
Too bad, so sad. We pick up the next morning. One of these days I'll go get the calendar and actually remember what day it is. But early April, I believe it is now. Actually, it is Saturday was when they were going to go pick up back. So it is now Sunday morning. And you guys have had your night's sleep, and Wyrd, you are down there in the subway station, and starting to wake up. What time does Wyrd wake up? Because you guys kind of went to bed kind of early-ish. It was like 7 or 8.
Yeah, she usually wakes up with the sun.
Gotcha. Cool.
Just from years of doing that anyway.
And so with this new lifestyle, so to speak. What does the morning look like for Wyrd these days?
The morning looks so gets up and does like just ablutions and picks her outfit for the day. She's just basically got a backpack full of clothes.
Sure.
They all kind of look the same. But she's going to take all the clothes that Mammon bought for her.
Mm-hmm.
And the vest that Mammon bought for her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to find somewhere under a bridge out in this city somewhere, there's going to be a barrel that, because she's familiar with this lifestyle, having lived it herself for quite some time. And she's going to burn, no, actually, she's not going to burn all that shit. She's going to give it away. The vest, probably not. She can't, like, that's kind of a conspicuous thing to give to someone.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody whose clothes look worse than hers, or a few people are going to get some new clothes.
Cool. I gotcha. So on your way out, kind of making your way up through the closed subway door, and like you kind of push the door open, separate so you can reach out to the padlock there and start to undo the key. And as you start to do that, you hear a voice go, hey, who's in there? And like there is a face, probably 19-year-old, boy, very, very, like, probably doesn't shave regularly, like very, very boyish face, and kind of leans over and like grabs the door and kind of lifts up a little bit and kind of pokes his head down at you and goes, are you stuck? And kind of looks at the key in the padlock and goes, what are you doing?
So is this guy in a uniform of any kind?
Not from a you can see. You're mostly just seeing face.
Okay. So I put on the homeless mask and hiss at him.
Okay, lady. All right.
My house! It's my house!
All right. Cool. Sorry.
What are you doing here?
Wandering around. Just kind of going where my feet want to go. Sorry. And kind of walks forward and just starts flipping a silver coin.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna pop the lock.
Sure.
And I'm gonna start tailing him.
Okay. Yeah, roll stealth.
Sure.
And take your specialty for blending into the morning Sunday crowd.
Yep. Stealth. There you go. And that's a +1, correct?
Correct for the specialty. I should pull up roll 20. There we are.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah. So you're blending in and kind of keeping your head down and stuff like that. And we'll actually make this a roll. Remind me what superlative luck does, or exceptional luck does. They get the rope quality on stuff.
Yeah. Superlative luck.
You didn't put superlative luck on your coin, did you? I thought it was just exceptional luck.
Hang on. You're asking me questions. Yeah, exceptional luck. That's what it was. Okay. So, exceptional luck. The mage blesses the subject's endeavors or curses them with misfortune. So, whether good or bad, the subject's luck is truly exceptional. So,
that's
the
right.
Spell,
dice bonus.
Yeah, once an hour, the spell bestows a boon on the subject.
Gotcha. So, and I think there was like 5 or something like that. I forgot to write it down. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you watch this guy just continue to, wander forward, and he's walking and then, coming to a stop at, traffic lights and stuff like that, watching, and then just something catches his eye. He kind of watches and decides, turns back around and starts, and like you literally just pass right by each other. And he kind of wanders back the other way, and you tail him for 20 minutes, and he keeps just like meandering around and keeps passing by that subway thing, because you relocked it once you left. And keeps wandering by, and every now and then he seems to notice that he's walking by it, and then eventually kind of walks over and just kind of does a little subtle tug on the latch, and and just he's wondering, but he keeps circling that subway entrance.
I'm going to activate Mage Sight.
Okie doke. You immediately recognize that you have cast a spell on this person.
Figured that. The coin was a dead giveaway, but is there
Right.
anything else going? Any sort of impending potential or?
I mean, you don't see that he has like the glowing gold of like some glorious, destiny, but yeah, there's a compared to a lot of people, a lot of seers, this guy seems to have a lot of potentials.
Do you mean sleepers? Because you said seers.
Yes, sleepers. Very different thing.
Okay, this is promising not how I was expecting it to go, but fate kind of works that way. Okay, so do you need me to roll for this? I'm going to find a pen.
I'm sure somewhere in your pockets you've accumulated a pen.
Sure. And a scrap of paper.
Sure.
And I'm going to... so this wasn't how it was supposed to go, but that's okay because this is potential, but I want to test it. So I'm going to write down the address of that box.
The lock, the station.
Yeah, the lockbox. And I'm going to do a quick and dirty spellcast to have it blow into his face.
Okay.
Just that address on the locker number.
Sure. Gnosis plus Arcana.
Gnosis plus Arcana.
So 6, I think.
Yep. Hey.
Can you re-roll that without the stealth bonus?
Oh, did I? I'm sorry.
I'm sure that was purely
we'll take 4
intentional.
dice off, all 4 of the successes.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Fate and Arcana.
Fate and Gnosis.
There we go. All I needed.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it flutters. He catches it, and you watch him stop and look at it, crumple it up, and throw it down, and like look around, and like just very frustrated, very confused. And then you watch as he just stops and just middle fingering everything, just in a wide circle, and just yells out, "What the fuck do you want?" And just like listening for a response. Now remind me, and the viewers at home, but mostly me, what was in the lockbox
So the lockbox has a phone in it.
Mm-hmm.
That I know the number to.
Mm-hmm.
So there was supposed to be a little trail that he was going to follow, but it appears to be completely bypassing all that, which is very interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
But the lockbox had a phone, and my intent was that if somebody ever got to the phone, that I would call them and sort of initiate contact that way. But there was 3 steps they were supposed to get to that point, and he's sort of bypassed them all. But I want to see what he's going to do with it now.
Gotcha.
So he's asked what we want from him, and dang, I'm going to try again.
Before you roll, tell me what you're trying for.
I want that piece of paper that he crumpled up and threw away to blow back into his face.
Oh, gotcha.
There we go.
Yeah, so it rolls over towards his feet, and because it's crumpled, so it's not flying up anywhere. But and it just
it would also hit him a little harder this time.
Right. He kind of looks at it, and you watch as he fishes out, and he pulls out a phone, and he's looking, and he's like, "The hell is this?" And he's like, "Is there a hidden camera?" Someone, and like people are walking by him, like, "What is this guy doing?" He's starting to get a little bit louder, a little more agitated, very confused.
I'm going to call the number.
Okay.
Like the phone was off in the lockbox, so it should go right to this number is not in the service area or something like that right away.
Right.
But does his phone ring?
Yep. So he answers the phone. Hello?
What's your name?
Steven.
Hi, Steven. You've been very lucky lately.
Weird things keep happening, but yeah.
Ding.
What do you think about all that?
It's really weird.
Ding.
How many people have you told?
I mean, I tell a lot of people, but they all just think like they don't think coincidences, man. But not this many coincidences. I won $20,000 twice off scratch offs.
I'm sort of walking up to him while I'm talking to him on the phone.
Sure, and yeah, very quickly, like
Give it to the homeless lady behind you.
Right. He's hearing the voice, and then also hearing the voice behind him. You know, he kind of turns around.
Well, I didn't want to get to that close.
Oh, you're not that
yet.
close. Okay.
But I'm going to say you're going to meet a homeless woman.
I already met a homeless woman.
Give the coin to her. And I'll call you again.
Okay, sure. And, you know, you hang up.
Yep.
Pockets the phone.
And then I'm rummaging through a garbage can.
Gotcha. And so, yeah, as he starts to kind of
smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
So as he kind of wanders over and looks at you, recognizing you, you know, that red hair is, you know, a distinct feature, and kind of looks and says, hey, I guess you need this more than me. Hands the coin towards you, and like at like full arms, like, please don't go for my face, you know, and just like, you know, hands the coin.
So I kind of come out with my hands and then snatch it like a snake strike.
Right.
And once I've got it and I know I've got it, I say, thank you. And then I'm going to scurry away.
Sure.
But I don't want to lose sight of him.
Okay. Yeah, and he watches you scurry away.
Now,
then sits down and holds the phone.
Once I'm out of his sight, I'm going to call back.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you start to call back, and it starts to ring. Hey, I gave the homeless lady a coin.
Good. That's good. Where do you live, Stephen?
Brooklyn.
You've taken the ride this far. Where do you live?
Brooklyn.
Where, Stephen?
Wherever I want. I couch surf.
Fair enough. You got any family?
Fucking Occultists.
Yeah, I've got family. I've got, you know, friends and stuff like that. I don't have a stable job. I won a bunch of money, and I'm just trying to lay low. And why? I mean, have you seen rent here? It's ridiculous. I just couch surf.
You got any family, Stephen?
Yeah, I just said that.
Like in town, I mean?
In Brooklyn, yeah.
That's where you couch surf, is with your family?
Yeah, but them, friends, whoever is willing to put up with me for another, 48, 72 hours.
Okay, last question. What's your last name?
No. Hang on. You creepy little lady.
You've taken the ride this far.
What is this? Give me something. You give me something, and I will give you my last
name. There's a reason you've been lucky, Stephen. If you want to know why, you got to keep taking the ride.
All right. I'm Stephen Klein.
All right, Stephen Klein. I want you to lose that phone, but don't worry. I'll be in touch.
Like lose it, like just throw it away?
Just cut your connections to the phone, let it go, leave it somewhere, throw it in the river. But lose that phone. I'll be in touch.
That's super weird, but all right, sure, whatever. Ding. And you the call hangs up.
I need to know if he's a mage. Because what I'm worried about is that somebody's found my coin, traced it back to me, and they're using it to try and track me down, and they're just playing a role. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here. Stephen Klein. I better make a note of that, or I'm going to end up forgetting.
It'll be in Conca later.
Yeah. Okay. I can't tell somebody's a mage just with mage sight and looking at them, right?
No.
I have to do like a study of them or something.
Yeah. Death magic might. Hold, please.
Oh, that'll work.
Death has some stuff about viewing a soul.
I'm sure
Soul
you
marks.
I'm sure you could wiggle a prime thing out of it.
Prime would also possibly do something. Determines the health of someone's soul. Yeah, you can discern the presence of persistent conditions if the subject is awakened, if they're a supernatural being, if they can have created a soul stone, and if they've had their soul tampered with, being possessed. Holy crap! The presence of has eaten or consumed another soul, or is suffering from a paradox condition. So yeah, it is a Death 1 spell, so it's in your purview. Or
okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Death and Gnosis. And yeah, let me work out the details here. I don't really just need one reach for instant cast and one for sensory.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to beat their resolve, which you don't have free steps in. And it's also going to cost you a mana because it's not your ruling arcana.
Mm-hmm.
Wyrd is thinking, where's Atratus when I need her? Actually, probably not something you would share with Atratus.
No, I wouldn't share this with anybody. I'm not really supposed to be doing this at all. That should all work. So 5, and then 1 for... I'll use my dedicated magical tool.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
So need to reach. You got the 1 free Gnosis penalties for arcana for potency. So you're aiming at he's got a resolve of 3 or less.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just put it up there to see what it looks like. And it looks pretty crappy.
So what happens when you're working with arcana that's not your standard stuff. Now your yantra bonus is 5. Where'd we get that from?
Shadow name plus cabal.
Okay, is how much?
Is 3 plus 1 is 4.
Okay.
And then 1 for a magical tool.
Okay.
And then I'm using my dedicated magical tool to absorb the paradox.
Paradox. Sure. Okay.
Yep. So if I read that right, that comes down to a chance die.
No, it's just
No?
5.
Oh, 5. Yeah. Sorry.
5. Yeah.
5
Down
dice.
to 3 if you want to bump the potency up a little bit more. You don't have as a rote, you don't have as a praxis. Yeah, so that's where you'd be at.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I can't do math right now.
It's okay.
4. So yeah. 9. So take 2 more off.
It gives you 3.
3 dice.
Yeah, I'll do it with 3.
Willpower for 6.
Yeah.
Kind of tight on that willpower.
A little tight on that willpower. So I'll do the spell roll. Give me 6.
Yikes.
But I spend the mana anyway, right?
You do.
Yeah. I'm not spending my last mana. I'll have to leave it for now. Okay.
0 mana? Oh, fuck.
Well, I'm at 1 mana now.
Yeah. Well, you could scour.
Yeah. I'm not feeling comfortable enough to scour right now, given everything that's been going on.
You do know where there's a hallow. You just need to repair it.
I just need to repair it. Yeah. And I have to talk to an Abrimos to make that happen. Okay. I'm going to continue on with the rest of my morning, just divesting myself of everything. The
Mammon connected.
Everything Mammon connected.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. So Songbird, let's walk through a Sunday morning at in the Acanthus house.
Oh yeah, for first-time viewers, Songbird's real name is Acanthus.
Yep. Just
because I like to fuck with people.
Yeah. So, yes.
Wake up early.
leave sleeping Atratus's lie.
Yeah, I check on her.
She
Okay,
appears to still be
there.
breathing.
All right.
Yes.
That's good.
Mhm.
I will set a pot of coffee like on a timer to brew at like 9:30 for her.
Sure. Get some brownie.
That's pretty optimistic.
But it start at 9:30, so it's
Yeah, does she usually wake up like shortly before noon?
Like 9:30, 10. something like that.
she's
I think
usually
it's
10.
kind of established.
Okay.
Look, point is, I'm making
Coffee.
efforts.
Yeah.
And then I like knock on Wyrd's door.
No answer.
Peek in.
Bed has not been slept in.
Is Wyrd a bed maker?
I don't feel like it. Like the
Well,
sloppy
first
bed
day,
maker,
yeah,
right?
the first morning after you met her, she was walking around with the sheets on.
Yeah, it's true.
I remember that now. So I don't know that I can tell necessarily that the bed hasn't been slept in.
Like I said, I think she's probably one of those ones who like throws the comforter over.
Right.
At least.
That's all you really need to do.
Right.
Um.
Explain that to Amanda. Doesn't work.
All right. Well. Put a pin in that one for now.
Batten down the hatches. Everybody stay safe. Weird go.
I'm gonna go and be mundane songbird for a
Okay.
while.
So you hit the
And-
gym a couple blocks away.
Work out for a few hours, and I do have a fight coming up on Friday.
Indeed. Yeah, actually,
T-5 days from now.
it's not Ethan. Who is that? Oh my gosh,
Jerry?
relations.
Jerry Long.
Yeah, Jerry is there, and basically, like for the first like 20 or 30 minutes, you guys are actually reviewing tapes of your opponent, who has a name, and you guys talk about how they fight, what they've been doing recently, what they've done in the past, some of that kind of stuff. You guys hit the ring for kind of a lighter training session, and then out of Ethan's office comes Jimmy Smalls Patinko, and he is done up to the nines. He's the hair is slicked back, super Guido, and he was like, "All right, picture time. So I need you to go do some reps, get those muscles
Get
flexed."
the pump.
Yeah. And then we're doing pictures. We're gonna shout out for the gym. We're doing the whole social media campaign today, man. And so then Jimmy basically spends about 2 hours of your time taking photos. Doing he tries to get you to do like wrestling style, like call out videos, Hulk Hogan
Cut a
style.
promo.
Right. And is Songbird into that? Well, excuse me. Is
Oh,
Atratus
absolutely.
into that? Okay.
Absolutely.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
and-
like
And you see, like, Jimmy is like, he's lit up. He's like, Acanthus is back. Acanthus is back. Oh yeah. And like he's into it. He's happy. Thor drops like 4 or 5 different times. He's still pushing it. But Ethan and Jerry are back there kind of chatting a little bit, talking about some stuff. And Jimmy is just going hog wild with this because, hey, you're back. This is the Acanthus that he missed, and if he's got to call you Acanthus, so be it. A couple hours go by, and he's like, "All right, man, I got to start uploading stuff. I got to get ahead of this." So he heads, back to. He heads out. There's no way they gave him an office. No
way, not at all.
And so he heads out in that terrible paint job. Oh, what was it? Was it Corvette?
We established. I think I would like to. I don't remember what we said before, but I would like to establish that he is definitely the kind of guy that has the Bumblebee pattern fucking Charger with the Optimus. With the I don't know fucking Transformer shit.
Right. Sure. And remember, he has flames on the front because of course he does. So he's having a grand old time with that, and then leaves. Jerry works with you a little bit more, and then that's kind of your normal morning.
Yep. And that's going to be pretty much every day this week.
Okay.
It's just like first thing just 3 to 4 hours of practice and workouts and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Eating right and all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
And then after that, I'm going to head over to the armory.
Okay. So as you're kind of finishing up, there is a older, say 48-ish year old, tall, bald, black gentleman who, has been, you've probably caught him a couple times out of the corner of your eye while working, but probably have not acknowledged him. FDNY t-shirt, Rescue One. And as you're kind of finishing up, probably shower, get your bag, and Jake Roberts walks over and says, "Hey, Canthus, can we walk and talk? Where are you headed?"
Yeah, let's walk.
Okay,
out of here.
Sure.
And then shoot him a look.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of walks with you and says, "So your buddy has been coming around the station, and he really needs to stop asking questions."
Heard.
Okay. Because at this point he's followed a couple folks home.
God damn it, Jimmy Smalls.
So he's I'm sure he's not one of you, right?
No.
Okay. And so at this point, the rest of the station is basically at a point where we're about to scare him out of his wits. As a professional favor, we don't want to do that to somebody that you care about, work with.
Yeah. Technically sort of an employee.
Okay. So yeah, we just need a little nudge to just leave the station alone. Because if you were following firefighters around and he was keeping up this BS about charity work, that would be cool. But he followed a couple spouses home and have been and I don't know what he's fixated. I don't know if he saw something, but he's fixated on us.
I just want to interject here that witches are really good at fey justice and teaching lessons.
Yeah, you ask me for help, and I'll ask you for help.
Yeah. So yeah. Jake kind of looks. He's like, this, and we wouldn't hurt him. But
I will.
You do your thing, man. We don't plan to hurt him. Just a good scare, and realize that maybe there is something going on here, and he doesn't want to be involved in it. We've done it before. We can do it again. But like I said, he's one of your people. Logan talked to me and said, give us an idea of what's going on. So, for what you did with the stuff, and kind of looks at, southeast towards the river, and it's like, for you handling that, this is little payback. This is just, we're not square. Don't think we're square. We still owe you guys a little bit, but just make them go away.
Yeah. Absolutely will do that. Also, can I get a look at your boy's axe?
His what?
His big axe.
Axe. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of the whole blacksmith thing, weapons, and like fucking anime, like giant eye, like obsession, like
right.
Seriously though.
Okay. Yeah. Make your pal go away. Come by and take a look.
Cool.
And then kind of pauses and has realized that you've walked like a block just in a circle. And he goes, "All right, apparently you're not heading anywhere with me around." So, and kind of offers his hand, shakes yours, pats it, and just separates off. Heading up a ways.
Later, dude.
Yep. And then head off to the arrow.
Fucking Jimmy Smalls.
To the armory. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. That is some next level creepy shit.
I told you, Jimmy is not a great guy.
I'm gonna wreck his shit.
So yes, so you guys, you head over to the armory, and when you get there, Forge is burning. Colossus is overworking on that spear that you've seen a while back. He's wailing away
entirely solid metal one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 9 foot tall,
so badass.
giant.
The thing weighs like easily 40 pounds.
Easily. And he is handling it as he's working it, pretty easily. Red Dread is kind of, hands behind his back, kind of just watching Colossus. And he has that look of, this man works for me, but I cannot do this shit.
Nope.
And, you do not see Pip. She's not here. But as you kind of walk in, big open room and stuff like that, it's very easy to spot you and, watch Red Dread kind of pat Colossus's shoulder and, walks over to meet you, handshake and stuff like that.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, Colossus is over there and he's just wailing away.
Sure.
Yeah. So Red Dread kind of looks over. All right, so we need to talk.
I guess it's not public knowledge yet.
About
we're down a cabal member.
Okay. Did we lose someone or did we lose someone?
I don't think I can determine between what he means in those.
Is
in
somebody dead or are they dead to us?
Oh, they're very dead to us.
Okay. Which one did we lose?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Wyrd, Atratus, Mammon.
Got it in 3.
Okay. All right. Fucking Mastigos. Okay. Yep.
Panopticon.
Fucking Mastigos. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
That's fine. And based on the fact that you're here and walking about, they're not after you.
I don't think so. Shodell seems like he's fairly confident in it.
Okay, and you've talked with Shodell. Okay, cool. Guardians are informed. The Mysterium is informed.
Oh, they know.
Okay.
I don't think they're happy about it.
No, I would imagine not. They've got to change all their damn blocks. Okay. I'll get his description passed around. You didn't happen to ever see his signature Nimbus by chance?
I don't know if I ever scrutinized it.
Well, because remember, you can view a signature Nimbus.
He wasn't ever part of the...
I had mage sight up in the basement of the bar where the ghost gate was. I had mage sight up then.
Yep. Yeah, when he cast Psychic Domination. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know the Songbird ever saw it, though.
Yep. Actually... No, you wouldn't have, because the other time I was thinking of him casting a spell is he cast it on you as you were off towards the bar to talk to Sylvia. So yeah, you do not know
it. Anyways, so we're just going to move on. I don't feel personally responsible. I'll be flat out with that.
You barely
it's not my job.
No, that's Guardian territory.
It's my job to protect, not to babysit.
Nope, you're all right.
But I can't help but feel that I was underprepared or didn't take it seriously enough.
Which part?
I don't know. Getting to know my charges, as it were.
Yeah, it's an important one. You don't know what dumb stuff they're going to do if you don't know them. Mm-hmm.
And I've realized that I need to be more prepared.
Gotcha.
Being cocky and walking around ready to punch somebody is not going to get me everywhere I need to go.
No, punching does not tend to work very well at a distance. He kind of looks down at like his, the revolvers, which,
I get it. You like guns, dude.
Yeah. Sorry. For those of you at home who haven't caught up, Red Dread is Songbird's the adamantine arrow leader. He is a tattooed Maori man in his late-ish 60s and has an actual legit like cowboy drover's coat and 6 guns. As in
Red Dread revolver.
Yeah, there you go. As in 2 6-shooters, not yeah. Anyways, so okay. So how do you go forward?
Well, we are a relatively combat focused order. I'm sure there's something I can study and, having a rote or 2 around to practice with.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, we've got some grimoires you can dig through.
And then, some materials to work with and forge my own. Start working on my own arms.
Yours look all right. But yeah. Okay, yeah, and I know you've been working with Colossus and Pip, so
yeah.
Okay. I mean, is there a specific road? I mean, are we talking building? I mean, what do you know? And you're an Abrimo, so
sure.
I have certain expectations of you, but
yeah. Etheric winds is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Gives me the flexibility to also destroy their mana.
It's a good mage killer. Yeah, okay. And walks you over to the drawers of grimoires that Pip had pulled through, and he's got like one, and it's like a thin, more modern like notebook, and
like
pulls it
moleskin.
out. Yeah, basically, and
yeah.
Kind of flips through and hands that and says, "It doesn't leave the armory, but study it up."
It's fine. Cool. Thank you. So, in our other sort of ongoing quest, we'll be going to Philadelphia at some point. Obviously, this whole mana thing is the fucking codex, dude.
Hey, pulls drawers. Right. Okay.
Does the name Benjamin Franklin mean anything to you?
2 different people, yes.
The one that's alive now?
Right. No, I figured. Haven't met the guy, don't know him personally. I mean, I know he's we've met at a
fucking free council.
Yeah, free council, which they're okay. But haven't had much interaction with them. I know he's an Obrimos, but that's about it. With a name like Ben Franklin, you better be an Obrimos.
Fair.
Yep.
All right. Well, then, do you have any maybe contacts in Philly?
Yeah, I mean, there's a number of.
I mean, I know we cover that area. You're based here, but I imagine we have some points of contact or something to start looking around.
Yeah, I'm pulling up.
All we know so far is it's in some sort of mansion, and there is a mage that owns it because they dispelled our attempts to scry on the codex.
Right. Yeah. I'd check with the Founding Fathers guys. They are the kind of premier.
They're pretty much in charge, right?
There's like 20 of them, and I mean, yes, they're free council, so they're part of the Pentacle, but they're also good at what they do. There's a reason they're in charge of Philly. There's a reason the Seers don't operate very much in Philly.
That must be nice.
Yeah, they laid the smackdown a while back. I don't know exactly what ministry they basically ran out, but since then the Seers are. I mean, they still operate, but they don't try and push around. They don't quite swing quite as much weight. So, but yeah, I'll go find somebody's go find some contact information, so you at least have an arrow that you can reach out to, borrow a bed if need be. I'm sure you can get a hotel, but at least have another other friendly face.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of friendly faces, 3 mages does not a cabal make.
Yeah, I mean, you're not solitaires at this point, but
if you have any promising recruits or anything.
Who do you think you are? You are a promising recruit. Songbird, I'm going to assign you to this cabal.
I know. That was 2 months ago.
Yeah, you have done...
2 months and killed a werewolf, killed a ghost. Fought Sears. Almost.
Fought Sears? Almost, yeah. Uh-huh.
Almost.
Okay.
And countered Sears.
Can I roll some social skills here, please?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I can get rid of this fucking arcane condition I've had for 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, presence and persuasion. Like I said,
yeah,
promising recruits.
Yeah, and he kind of nods. He's like, I'll keep an eye out. I'll see who's basically tired of drills and normal duty, and yeah, I'll see if I mean, if nothing else, you guys need another.
And I know I'm asking a lot. All respect to you and your guns. And their range capabilities. Yeah.
No, like I said, I think, I mean, if nothing else, we'll see if there's a Mastigos around that you can borrow, or I don't know.
Brethyrsis?
Yeah. Well, I'm not available. So,
well, yeah.
But no, yeah, I agree. You guys have a bit of a gaping wound right now, missing another order or another path. So yeah, I'll look around. I'll tell you what. The next person who awakens, I'll send to your cabal. Just because they're falling off, the trees everywhere. But yeah, I'll keep an eye out if somebody happens to come by New York. And wouldn't be the first time we have somebody who runs from another caucus and needs a place to stay, and we can put them to work. But yeah, I'll keep an eye out. I will take this under official advisement that the Rookery desires more cabal members.
Thank you.
Yep. And
I'm gonna go hit shit with a hammer now.
Yeah, good catharsis. Go for it. And kind of shakes your hand, pats you on the back, says, you did good. Well, you could. And then kind of makes his way, back out, just leaves. Colossus, just wailing away on and honing that blade. And as you kind of come over, he pauses his work, douses the blade, and kind of sets it, kind of up so it's just out of the way, and kind of looks over and he's like, all right, what are we working on? Pick something.
Gold.
He wants gold. First day of work and he wants gold.
Wait, hold on. I take my armlet off.
Oh, uh-huh.
I don't need this anymore.
Okay. Sure, now I'll file stuff away.
I mean, I can put it back. I know where it goes.
But he points over at another forge and says, "Go start that up."
Okay.
And he puts that away and comes back with a small ingot of gold. And the forge he sends you to is definitely set up more of a jeweler's station.
Right.
Finer detail stuff. Kind of walks over and sets the bar down on the anvil away from the forge and says, "All right, what are you forging?"
Knuckles.
Yeah, okay. Simple enough. Gold's rough to work with, though. So let's be careful. And, steps into, very kind of,
teacher
lecturing.
mode almost.
Yep.
Yeah.
And basically, and you can see multiple times, he tries to imitate Red Dread stance with the hands behind his back and just very calm. And then
he can't stop touching it though.
But every time he there's a lean and a flinch and and somewhere in there he mentions that you are the first person he's mentored.
Oh.
And so he's first child. You want to start on gold. Come on, man. It's like, and he's watching, like, naturally just working with stuff. There's failures and stuff like that. And he's trying to adjust, and you can see it in his face.
It's like killing him.
Oh, yeah. And, as you guys go through and you get the basic workout of, knuckles that are it's going to need some refinement and stuff like that.
Right.
But as he's like, okay.
I mean, I imagine we start with like making a cast and everything like that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you don't really like hammer out.
Right.
Gold,
Exactly.
But so much.
But, working on, and like, he's looking at the final cast of it and stuff like that. And he's like, it's yours. It's yours. I'm not going to touch it. Like, this is your baby.
Crafts plus Dex.
Yes, please. Dang. Okay.
That's that other condition. Resolve 2. Haha.
Cool. So
Arcane beats.
And so especially with 4 successes, and probably should have had additional modifiers because you would have had appropriate tools for it.
Tools and stuff.
Yeah. Actually, roll 2 more. Just roll 2d10. Well, because you're close to an exceptional success. Exceptional success. So yeah, exceptional success. I can say words. So yeah, you work the cast, melt the gold, pour it in, seal it up, and you can see like he's not sure about this because there's some things that he's not sure about that design. And okay, and as you kind of break the mold and pull it out, kind of towards the end of your time, it looks. He goes, well, okay. I mean,
fuck me, right?
I mean, he's like, no. I mean, it's not my design, and it picks it up, and it's like, and his fingers, he's like, it just doesn't fit, but yeah. So is it comfortable? Okay.
We'll make it more so.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll probably want to, sand it down, bevel some edges and stuff like that. But
sure.
It's decent. I mean, first day's work, simple thing, but it's yours now. If you're gonna, well, yeah, it's yours. If you want to work on it tomorrow, you got to bring it back. I'm not going to leave it sitting around here because I'll probably try to fix it.
I appreciate the advice.
Yep. Happy to help. Keep working on it. How are you feeling? Magically speaking, making progress. You feel like you got more oomph to you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm learning.
Yeah. All right. So we can ask for. When you're really ready, we'll work with some more gold and we'll make you a nail. So yeah.
Wouldn't that be iron?
No. Yeah, that's me trying to remember, but I'm pretty sure you make
It's
an
siderite.
I could have sworn you made an orichalcum nail, but yeah, okay. So iron, yes. Yeah, I couldn't remember which it was.
I don't know that in character though. So
right. So yeah.
So, yeah, sure. We'll make a nail. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That sounds great.
Yep. Cool. Yeah.
That's kind of all I had.
Yeah. So 3 p.m. ish. Imagine by the time you're done with everything.
Yep.
Head back to your place.
Goddamn. Yeah, and I'll call Jimmy as I'm walking back.
Okay. So yeah, Jimmy picks up. Hey, yeah, Canthus. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Look, this promo you shot is terrific. It's gonna piss him off. The fans are gonna get riled up. It's gonna be big. I don't think it's gonna be belt championship level big, but it's gonna be good.
It's a good reintroduction.
Yeah.
And Jimmy, I appreciate all that you're doing on the social media front.
I hear a but.
What you been doing besides working for me?
I mean, I haven't been following you. I left you alone. I'm not getting involved in your stuff, man.
Yeah, you haven't been following me.
Yeah, I haven't been following anybody.
Are you sure?
I mean, sort of. Listen.
You know how I feel about lying.
Okay, so listen. The firefighters are weird, man. Like,
Yeah, they're people that willingly charge into buildings that are on fire.
Of course they're weird.
Of course they're weird. So let's leave them the fuck alone.
but man, I think there's something up with them. Like, it started as like a charity thing. I wanted to help them out, and they weren't into it, and I was like, okay, whatever. But it's like, I started to look into some stuff, and like they like that whole like rescue one. There's a lot of like, it's a whole family thing. Like, there's a bunch of cousins and uncles, and they're all connected. It's not like weird, but like that many of them all working in like one station. And so I was trying to figure out what was going on. And so
Dude, the same thing happens with cops and nurses and everything.
yeah, but
people
they don't
follow
work the
in their
same
footsteps.
place. It was, okay, that's fine. Whatever.
Okay, weird or not?
Thing.
Why are we? I told you it's not worth our time.
Man, I'm just like, I'm not sure. Like, I see these things that seem wrong or weird or disjointed or out of place, and I just have to dig into them. Like, I can't help it. Like, anytime there's something.
I swear to God, if he fucking awakens.
So like, I just have to dig into it. Like, every time, like you and your girlfriend, your friends, like that was just kind of odd. And then like these, the fire department stuff is kind of odd. Yes.
That's what, for the viewers at home that may not have been following us, like that what he's just described, the reason Chris and I both rolled our eyes is because what he's described is the archetypal mage personality.
Mm-hmm.
Like the burning need to investigate and look at mysteries and find weird things. So carry on.
Absolutely cannot allow Jimmy Smalls to awaken as a mage.
So yeah, it's just, I mean, okay, I'll leave the, I almost said the werewolves. I'll leave the fire department alone. I won't get involved. It's just, it bugs me, man. It like itches at the back of my brain.
No, that's cool. But like, there's got to be something to put that to use to. Tell you what, the next thing that you get a weird feeling about that has nothing to do with the firefighters or following any of them home, let me know and I'll go with you. I'll investigate something with you.
And like you could hear like the gears turning on the other end. He's like, all right, promise.
I promise, dude.
Okay.
Look,
cool.
It's been too long since we were like friends. We've been working together too long. It's been too long since we actually like,
Yeah. I appreciate it. Hey, I've got a house party that after the fight, you can come over. I'm gonna invite a bunch of babes. It'll be great.
Sure.
Cool. Yeah, you can bring your friends or pals or whatever. Yeah.
Oh God.
I am a terrible person.
Yeah.
That is your mess to clean up.
Oh man. Cool, man. I don't know that they will, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, just ask.
I'll invite them, sure.
Okay, cool.
They have zero interest in my fighting, though. So
really? Then why are they hanging out with you? I mean, I'm sure there's all sorts of whatever. Never mind.
I'm gonna put on a Jimmy Smalls little bit of attitude here. It's like, Jimmy, you know why they're hanging out with me.
And Jimmy goes, yeah, all right, respect, man. All right, I'll call you later.
Gross. Well, physically have to like shake myself off after that.
It's like, go home, need to take another shower. Sure. All right.
That is
going to be a
17 different kinds of fucked up. Jimmy Smalls.
Fucking Jimmy Smalls.
You can't let him wake up. You know that.
So you make it back to the Puck building.
Yeah, after a long day of bunch of bullshit.
Yep.
So I think that's, I mean, unless you got something else, we're fairly close to.
Yeah, I was going to say Wyrd. Anything? Save it for next time?
Well, no, I'm going to give Songbird a call.
Okay.
I have just gotten off. I feel like it's appropriate. I've just gotten off the phone with Jimmy.
Right.
Like my phone rings up and I'm like, God damn it. Oh, never mind. All right. What's up, Wyrd?
Hey, can you move ley lines?
Can I?
Yes,
I think so.
That's geomancy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you literally just did this the other day.
Oh, right.
I have a line on an old hallow.
Oh, word?
And but it needs to be repaired, I guess.
Ooh. Sounds like fun.
Sure.
Right now?
Unless you got something else going on. It's not going anywhere. The hallow's there, but it's available for us to claim as a cabal.
I'll meet you there.
Okay. So give me the address.
All right.
I just wanted on the record that I'm only asking for help because I have one fucking mana.
Cool.
Man, if I had Prime 4, I could just snap my fingers and do it, but
yep. No, you're gonna have to.
This might take a little while.
So there is. Oh yeah, I forgot. The New York City Police Department is also near the Worth Street Station. I knew there was another. Yeah. There's a whole lot of Seer stuff right over there, buddy. But no, the directions that you get is to it's to a theater. Just kind of up the way. And the theater itself looks a little run down. It looks like it's a place that has been used to be really hip and really active. It's not a movie theater, it's a stage theater, but of course modern society and stuff like that, it's just kind of fallen out of
goddamn millennials killing the theater.
There you go. If it's not Hamilton, they hate it. Anyways, and it looks like it's basically just kind of fallen into disuse. It looks like somebody still works there. There's staff, but the billing and stuff like that, it mentions there's a sign that says rent for birthdays, stuff like that. They're desperate to just have people
come play in this abandoned theater,
because it's not abandoned, sure. But yeah, it's definitely seen a little it's a little disuse. There's a lot of the windows are all intact, but they're probably a little dirty and stuff like that. So not the best position, but when you guys arrive, 6:00, 7, there is very old, late 70s, very, very thinning white hair, very spindly looking man, down to even having a cane, but he dresses pretty well. It's a little out of fashion now, but it's a little, probably would have been pretty, slick back in the 80s and 70s. Mm-hmm. Looks like he's taken care of and is just, coming down from the stairs as you guys kind of, pull up. You can see him at a distance. You could approach him or just let him go by.
I'll approach him, I guess.
Okay. Weird, especially after that face. You staying back away or?
Well, if he's going to approach, then yeah, I'll hang back a little bit.
Okay. The gentleman kind of, and there's a nice with everything else, it looks like it's not got a lot of use these days, but there's kind of a large kind of brick and tall trees, kind of almost beer garden, You could definitely see like people would, sit and wait until the theater opened or, until everything started. It's kind of a nice little spot of green in the city. It definitely weeds coming up through the bricks and stuff like that. But nice little space. And he's walking through and he kind of looks up at you and kind of stops. And I mean, you're in your gym workout gear, I think, still. So, can I help you, young man?
Oh, I had heard about this theater and how it used to be a bright, lively place, and I just kind of wanted to take a look.
He kind of, gives you a little bit of a look, but then there's a wistful smile and kind of looks over his shoulder. Yeah, it used to be really popular. We still put on some good shows, but they're usually a one-man act that somebody is using to bump their resume or portfolio or whatever. I mean, are you looking to lease it out? Do you want to? I mean, you can put on parties, and as long as you clean up and it doesn't get too wild, prices are fairly cheap.
What about like kind of step up and glance at Songbird? What about something more long term?
Buy a theater?
Maybe.
Yeah. Do I want to buy a theater?
Who's funding things right now?
I mean, I own it. I pay the taxes, but at this point, it's what I used to perform here, and then I ran stuff here, and now I own it. And like, you want to buy?
Not necessarily buy, but
lease it out. What I mean, what are you suggesting? And like, he kind of shifts over and kind of sits down on a little picnic bench type thing, kind of sits on it and is kind of looking at you two.
I'm gonna sit,
an odd couple.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit with him and glance at Songbird, like looking for approval to keep exploring this. So Songbird's like, what do you? Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah, no, the Hallow, is at this address.
I just, I might be interested in. I have a passion for old buildings, and this isn't old enough to be, like a landmark, but it's got a lot of character, and I don't necessarily want to buy it, but I just love the ambiance. Do you mind if we have a look around? And
roll persuasion plus presence.
No sweat.
This homeless person asks, "Hey, can I hang out in your theater?" Cool. So he kind of
promise we're not going to do drugs here,
right? He kind of gives you a look. He's like, "Well, dinner can wait." Kind of looks at the two of you and like, all right, and kind of stands up and he kind of casually pulls his coat back and you can see like a 1911 tucked down. He's like, no funny business, and like walks with that drawn like almost, and it's odd between his a little bit of a limp and the cane, but keeping his coat clear. But he kind of walks back. I mean, he moves at a decent pace. The cane is more help than need, but kind of walks up and unlocks things and opens the door up and turns the light on, and it feels it's not a grand hotel. There's not, crown molding everywhere, but it's a pretty nice place. There's like an old school concession stand, set out along one wall. That's even got little bar stools kind of things set out, and there's even back there you can see like there's a small kitchen stuff like that. And kind of, walks through, and he's like, I mean, it's not much, but yeah, usually when we rent it out, they'll set up food here, get stuff catered, and then kind of leads the way into just one large theater at the lower level. You can see there's a balcony above you and large. And he says, if you bring out a projector, we can put up a big white sheet there, and that works pretty well for movies. And we keep it clean. You'll see we don't have any gum sitting around or anything.
I want to open up some doors to try and just put this guy a little bit more at ease, because he seems kind of tense. He's sort of throwing a weapon around and stuff like that. I want to try and put him at ease. And
I think that's where we'll pause,
Okay.
because we got 4 minutes left by the clock.
all right.
And so yeah, as Songbird and Wyrd are kind of eyeing each other up and trying to read each other, like, what are we doing here? Are we about to buy this place, rent this? What are we doing?
And just like to set the stage for next, like I'm asking him, like, has this always been a theater? Could it be, for example, remodeled into something a little bit different? Do you ever think about doing something different with it, or is your heart set on it being a theater, or maybe like a bar lounge? Sort of?
I want to do one thing and just catch Wyrd off guard.
Okay.
While she's like in the middle of talking.
Okay.
Is I'm going to cast Sacred Geometry on both of us.
Okay.
Trying
to remember which one that is. Is that the prime one?
That is, you can see ley lines and nodes.
Gotcha.
And I'll use a reach to, you can see when it sits atop a hollow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to use a tool, just a real quick, and just like pat her on the shoulder. So 7 dice at advanced duration as well.
That's fine.
I just got to see.
Yeah, and there is especially to Songbird's eyes, who's used to seeing ley lines, as part of Prime and stuff like that. This place is disjointed, and there's like, you can feel the ley lines, like, and the resonance of the place. It's like, this place used to be happy and creative and drama and all these good, very positive emotions, and you can feel that like some of them have been forcibly tweaked out of position.
Okay,
bastards.
So I'm doing the whole like puppy dog eyes at Songbird.
Right. And like I said, we will pause it there. For those of you at home, yes, this is how it is every time. Welcome to, and this one isn't a bad cliffhanger. I wasn't mean this time, all right? I'm just saying, no, they can't buy the zoo just yet, all right? But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. This was our first live stream. Next week, we'll have Atratus / Ash back. They will be set up with Songbird, I think. So we'll have Atratus in Texas, and so all of us will be down here in Texas, and Craig will be way up there in Canada. So that'll be fun. Again, please come join us on Discord. It's a lot of fun to hang out with you guys and chat. And now that we do this live, I need to go make a channel so we can talk about what just happened in Twitch. That's separate from the other spoiler stuff. But that way we can chat and hang out. You will probably not see me, because after these things, I'm like, I must veg out and do something else with my brain. And of course, join us on YouTube, follow us here on Twitch, or subscribe here on Twitch and go follow us on, whatever. Follow, like, subscribe. Yeah, it's super cheesy, but it covers the bases.
Do all those things.
Do the things, click the buttons. And of course, if you want to support us monetarily, there is patreon.com/Occultists Anonymous. We also have a Twitter that's basically just me saying, hey, we're going live, and also, hey, the latest video has been posted. I'm tapped. Thanks, guys.
There's only one more thing to do.
Oh,
Stay lucky.
bye, guys.
Bye,
guys.